Mic check 1 2 1 2. From Dundee, the NIU Huskies are back in action on Valentine's Day. They welcome the Oakland Golden Grizzlies to town in their home barn, and the Huskies, as they take the ice. Let's take a look at our starting goalies. 6'1", 190, Matt Juergens, the junior from Plainfield, Illinois, their go-to guy. Came through midway through the season and has not looked back. He's been stellar, including many high moments, including a shutout over Illinois. On the other side, it's Parker Remelius, the senior from Kalamazoo, standing at 5'9", and for more on our starting lineups, followed by our nation's national anthem. Let's listen in on our public address announcer. Huskies looking to get back in the win column after 2 losses to the Illinois State Redbirds last weekend, coming in at 10-20-3. And Oakland University looking to get in the win column as well. 124-1 coming into play here tonight. Shirky, centered by Rodon Evans and Cam Pathana on the right wing for your NIU Huskies. We are underway. Brendan Vogler, Vincent Anderson, and Andrew Morrison on the ice, forwards-wise, for Oakland. And it's kept in at the line by Peters, down in front, and Evans tumbled down in front. Now it's sent out of the zone. And it's Peters shooting one past Bentley, and that goes in on goal. Remelius to the corner. And held in there, trying to get it out. This one off of Smith's stick, and then ricocheted into Lund, his shot, and that one sticks to the corner. Pried loose out of there by Almanza and taken in deep by Pilot. They go off the boards. Puck will meet with Talmers as he tries to backhand it to his defenseman. Gave it right away to Smith, and then a defensive recovery there to prevent anything from happening further by Ulbrich. Huskies still in possession of it. Now it's finally cleared out. Minnie gets it to center, and the Oakland Golden Bears will change. It's Zimmerman. Down low. Holding on, try to get it towards that net, and that one just sailed wide of the net. Peters. It's cleared out of there by the Golden Grizzlies. This clearing attempt hits a Husky player, so that'll draw a whistle. Face-off won by the Golden Grizzlies, and the Huskies trying to gain possession of it, which they do. Varallo tried to touch it across to Abrokta. Instead, this winds up with Tate Noble. Swipes it back to Varallo, but that went off his skate. Taken the other way by Ante. He shoots one. That one's blocked. Varallo takes over. Keaton Peters throws it up ice. On the ring around, Abrokta down there, and Varallo, that one sails past him to an open side, Noble. Abrokta tried to center it, that hit a stick in front. Varallo tried to bat it out of the air. Winds up in possession of the Golden Grizzlies. Keith Pilot flips it way up, and it hits a portion of the ceiling out of play. Rodon Evans to take the face-off. Vincent Anderson to challenge him. And Rodon wins it back to the Lakeville, Minnesota native. Van Voorhis shoots a rebound, and that one goes wide. Evans in front. Thrown to an open side, and Vincent Anderson is there. He'll backhand it. Not past Van Voorhis. He holds it in for a moment. Pass across, and Evans nearly forced a turnover. finally, the Golden Grizzlies able to get it out. It's taken ahead. Vincent Anderson shoots one. That's guided wide by Van Voorhis, his stick. Broken stick in front, that's Van Voorhis. He'll head to the bench. And here's a long shot coming from Ulbrich down in front. Save Jurgens. Does the splits and holds on for a whistle. Huskies try to get out of their own zone. And at the line, they can't get a clean entry, and so all the way back to grab this one is Peters. Jeff Shirkey at center. He'll get it in deep into the zone. Sebastian Stukel had it pry loose of him, and in behind, Huskies with possession of it as they try to get something in front. Zimmerman did, but it went just wide off a stick. Now another centering pass, and that one's out of reach. Eli Wallix is in there to dump it and make a play. Robbie Zimmerman controls and at center. Trying to get away from Almanza. Shirkey went off the leg of Talmers and ricochets to Wallix, who tries to clear it in. It goes into the Oakland bench for a whistle. Controlled by the Golden Grizzlies and back from Ante. Keith Pilot going diagonally up to Ante. Swept away from him by the Huskies, and Pilot at center. Able to get through Noble. Pilot trying to split the defense and go across, and that one was broken up. Noble came back on that back check, and now the Huskies diagonally up ice. Pass missing Baralo. That's an icing. Patricia off the tie-up. Ante tried to sweep it towards the net. That went off a body. Noble and up the ice. Huskies come. If they hurry, it's a 3-on-2, and this one goes wide into the corner. Trying to get set in the offensive zone. It's Noble. Turns. Passes down low in deep. Abrokta on goal, and that's a good save. First test for Remelius. Kept alive, and here's Varalo's shot. That's blocked in front. Rebound. Abrokta. I beg your pardon. It's Noble in behind. He's pushed to his knees. Ulbrich clears. In on Jurgens and Van Voorhis, eluding Ante. Van Voorhis at center, but it's swept right back in by Anderson. Rodon Evans retrieves the pass diagonally at center for Van Voorhis on the drop, and he'll loft it in. Winning a race in behind. This comes to Wendy. John Wendy got a man in front. He goes down low. Holding on to this is Pathana, and he'll ring it around the perimeter. Evans is there. Sweeps it the other way. It's picked up. Shane Bentley passing it up. Here come the Golden Grizzlies. Anderson runs into three black sweaters as it hacked off his stick. Morgan able to get around Morrison and Anderson. A long shot goes wide. Comes off the boards to Peters. He throws it towards the net. Save again, Remelius. Lofted off the glass and all the way down the ice by Bentley for an icing. Off the faceoff, Shirky wins it back to Peters, and his shot is off a stick and wide. Zimmerman. Tight window pass to Walker Smith. And a neat little backhand off the boards. Banker back to Zimmerman, and again, Smith throws it towards the net, and that one off of the pad. Peters out. Smith at center. Vogler trying to hack the puck off his stick. Smith still got it. Lost it for a moment, got it back and thrown it. Peters goes off the pipe. Kept alive by the Huskies. Van Voris, I beg your pardon, that's Peters trying to catch up with a bouncer. Works it in deep and it winds up on the stick of Zimmerman. Robbie Zimmerman holding on top of the circle. Down in deep and a good save. Remelius right on the doorstep as Walker Smith was right in the neighborhood. Over the line, here they come. Almanza. Forced to the outside. He'll ring it back in deep. Talmers battling in there, and it comes right back onto the stick of Almanza. Pilot in deep on the play, centering past Almanza, broken up by Zimmerman, and he's got Walker Smith going up ice. Here he comes in behind everybody. Save Remelius. Kept in at the line by Van Voris, and he rings it around. Zimmerman's there. Finds Smith again. His shot saved, made with the right pad. Remelius, another try, and a roundhouse shot is denied and held on to by Remelius. Patricia heading off to the bench. James Talmer will come in to replace him at the dot. A face-off win. Van Voris touched it, but not until it came out of the zone. Talmers trying to get past the defense. It winds up on Van Voris' stick. Flaring up the middle, but it's kept in, and a shot saved, made with a blocker by Juergens. And that was rung all the way around to the other side. And a board battle as Stukel tries to pry it loose. It does come loose, but in the possession of the Huskies. Off the boards, a bank pass. Couldn't connect with Van Voris. Trying to speed his way the other way is Green, but to no avail. He was outmanned. It's taken at neutral ice. Bentley, pass intercepted and taken the other way by Noble. Noble stops at the right circle, tries a backhander pass to Van Voris, and that's broken up. Taken by Talmers at center. Once again, outmanned, tries to drop it across. This shot is blocked to the outside. Stukel. Huskies can't get it loose past Morrison and to Peters. Peters 1-on-4, lofts it over to Evans. He finds it. Backhand right there, and that one just coming wide from Martin. Another try in front, Evans, and that one go. I beg your pardon. Here's Morgan turning around in front, and that's snatched out of the air by Remelius. He'll hold on. 10.5 gone by in period one. We are still scoreless. Vincent Anderson and Campathana challenging on the faceoff. Anderson, vigorous work at the dot, wins it. Connor Durfee diagonally into the zone. Peters is the only one back. Tried a back pass, but that wound up on the stick of Durfee. Huskies converge defensively and keep it from getting any further. Here's a long pass ahead, and it's touched to Evans. Splits the defense, goes back across, and that one is on net. Save made, and it's swatted out of there. Morgan turns around, it's kept in. Here's Pathana. Evans in the circle, headed to the front of the net. He parks there. Morgan in front, tried to get it to Evans. His stick was tied up, so was Morgan's. Taken by Anderson and diagonally off of Durfee and out to neutral ice. Morgan in the middle. Evans trying to weave his way through defenders. He's got 4 on him, now 5. Still maintains possession of the puck, shoots one, and that one goes off of the netminder Emilius. Pops into the crease, and the defense gets it out to center. Zimmerman try to pass, and that was intercepted by Talmers. And now this one's thrown in on Remelius, but we have an offside call. Face-off control by the Huskies. I beg your pardon, the Golden Grizzlies. It's taken. Ante. And now Smith and the Huskies will head up ice. It's Zimmerman trying to put a head fake on. He ran into defenders. Shirky is back there, but it's intercepted and taken the other way. Past Ante's stick, missing. And in on Juergens, it'll be an icing. Offensive zone face-off won by Shirky and the Huskies. Back to Peters. He tried to go across, and that lofted way up in the air off a stick. That's Pilot's stick. Bentley holding on to it and going up ice. Here they come again. It's Almanza. Tried to get it there, and tied up in front was Talmers. He's got it again, though, on the ricochet, and his shot's blocked. It goes right to the stick of Smith. Smith trying to get around a man. That's Stukel, and he's ran into, but it still maintains possession of the puck. Here's Smith, short side, save made. Remelius, he's been tested very heavily in these last 5 minutes. Peters on the touch pass to Zimmerman, weaving his way through. Penalty upcoming against the Golden Grizzlies. Juergens is off to the bench, and they is not able to get there as it's touched up by Talmers, and the Huskies will head to the power play. Our first penalty of tonight's matchup, and James Talmers is the guilty party at 13 minutes elapsed time in this first period. Rodon Evans is out there, 5 points shy of 150 for his career, and it's one back to Van Voris. Across to Smith, diagonally, and it's back to Evans. Saucer pass, winds up with Smith. Along the line, just along the line, Van Voris shoots one, blocker save, rebound, score! A power play goal, 15 seconds in, and it's 1-0 Huskies. Robbie Zimmerman batted it out of the air. Picks up a goal, our first of the night. 1-0. Varallo at center had it swatted off his stick quickly by Bentley. It's Van Voris stumbling to the ice, and it's held on by Morrison. His shot just wide of Juergens. Here's the turnaround shot. And that one dribbles in on Juergens. He'll cover for a whistle. Rodon Evans picks up an assist on the Zimmerman goal, so that puts him 4 points shy of 150 at 146. And it is Peters as he tries to get into the zone, but this is thrown all the way back down for an icing against the Golden Grizzlies. Evans, another face-off win, thrown in on goal, and he directed it in. Remelius makes a save, and we have another face-off upcoming. Pulled back to Peters. Pathana, it's tied up. Evans comes in there. He has this rolled off his stick, and it's taken away by Talmers and off the glass. Morgan's down there, and Ulbrich lost it to a Husky. That's Evans. Up ahead in a 4-on-2. Evans shoots, and that's in the glove and held on to by Remelius. This time it's taken, and Minnie goes up the boards. Past Durfee, taken ahead. Almanza, the outside, shoots one in on Juergens. He gloves it for a whistle. Van Voris in behind his own goal, pulls it to him and goes off the back of the cage to Lunn. Lunn, Martin, out. Durfee at center. That went off a skate of a Husky. Comes the other way, it's Zimmerman. Onside Smith, Zimmerman shoots, and that one save made again. Remelius down in low Smith. Rung around on the perimeter, Shirky. Tries to go up to Van Voris, hounded by two defenders. He gets it to Smith in behind. His pass is intercepted for a moment, turned over, and then Durfee was in front to break up the pass. Not out though, held in by Smith. Down low with Shirky, Smith along the boards, going off the glass and out. Van Voris diagonally into the zone, and play is whistled dead here. Van Voris was, and now the referees will confer. This face-off will come to center. So Van Voris had dumped that puck into the zone. The referees blew it dead because they believed that he was behind the line. But they eventually moved it to center after Van Voris pleaded his case. As Zimmerman holds it in. Peters shoots it wide. Zimmerman still in the vicinity. Holds onto it. Goes to Smith. His shot off the post again. The second one of the period for the Huskies. And this one goes off the glass and out. Hounded there. And this puck rolls in as it was sent there. Juergens will hold onto it. Didn't like the elusive Justin Green in the area, so he'll take the face-off. A tie up on the face-off, and Abrokta comes in there to pry it loose. He'll send it all the way down. Remelius covers. Whistle with Varallo right in his face, and so another face-off. This time coming up to the right of Remelius. Tied up, and Vincent Anderson able to corral it. Nearly gave it away to a wide open Varallo in front, but he holds onto the puck. Anderson trying to split defenders, and it's whacked off his stick to the corner. Played back up high again. Here's a shot off the bar and in! Andrew Morrison with his second goal of the season has tied the game. May have been tipped in front. Either way, we're tied. Brendan Vogler was in front of Juergens. He may have got a piece of that puck. We'll keep you updated on that, but it is 1-1, all evened up. Van Voorhis over the red line, backhands it in, and this one goes past. Remelius is out of his net to play it, rings it around. Pathana's there to the back. Here's a tip in front, and that one was blocked. Remelius thought about covering that one. Instead, it's defense, able to get it out of the zone, Almanza. Lost it at the line, Durfee at center. Durfee up the middle. A wall of two Huskies prevents that from getting in. So they will officially accredit the goal to Andrew Morrison as this one comes in front, and Talmer's right in. Juergens covers that one. Stoppage of play with 2:16 remaining in this first period. Captain Keith Pilot retrieves this one at center, and he tries to go diagonally in for the Huskies, defending quite well, not allowing anything for a clean entry. This puck squirts loose to Zimmerman at center, breaking up ice. Robbie Zimmerman shoots one just wide of Remelius, and now Walker Smith with the retrieval along the boards. Pilot covering him. Clearing attempt kept in by Ethan Koval. And Zimmerman, one-on-one against Pilot in behind. He'll let that one work loose. Smith is there. It's taken away by the Huskies. Right in front on the backhand. Shirky save made. Rebound to the outside. Ante able to swat it out. Zimmerman. Justin Green from a long distance throws it in, and the netminder Juergens will hold on to this one, approaching the final minute of this opening frame. Lunn is pinned up against the boards. Final minute of play in this opening period. Still the battle along in the boards, and is kicked out of there. Anderson struggling to get it out in his skates. It's finally pried loose, and the Huskies hold on to it. Shirky goes all the way down past Brandon Weitzel, and Pathana in there deep. Shirky pinned up against the glass, and it's gotten out of there. Minnie had lost it and past Weitzel. Here they come. Huskies in and diving To break that play up was Ulbrich. Just barely held in at the line by Shirky, and he'll dump it in and get a line change for the moment. Cleared all the way up ice, and Vogler in on goal, save made, rebound, Vogler! Couldn't corral it to the boards, and the Huskies dodge a bullet at the end of this first period, which is tied 1-1, headed to the second period on Huskies Nation. Shots are 21-11 in favor of the Huskies after 20 minutes of play. Both teams will head off to their respective locker rooms, and we'll take our first break here on Huskies Nation YouTube.
All right, so I'm going to give you a pile of pictures from the 90s. You're going to look at them, figure out what you think it is, or take your best guess. When you have an idea, tell us what you think it is.
Sounds good.
This looks like a CD player.
This is either a floppy disk or a hard disk. I don't know which one, but they're both, it looks hard, so I'm gonna say hard disk.
I might guess CDs. It kind of looks like CDs.
This is a floppy disk. I don't know if a floppy disk is actually floppy or not, but
Pretty standard. I feel like it's a CD player. I could be wrong.
Oh, these are floppy disks. I remember from middle school we used these.
All right, so first up, I know this is a floppy disk.
I think these are the things that hold CDs.
I think this is a floppy disk,
Probably.
if I'm correct. I don't know though.
Alright, I think this is a floppy disk.
I think that's a tablet.
gosh, I have no idea about this one.
Oh, this thing, I have no idea.
I have no idea what this is.
This is the,
Oh boy.
this is like one of those,
If I had to take a guess, it's probably like an egg of some sort.
I mean, yeah, that's a Tamagotchi right there.
Looks like
Tamagotchi, it's like the little pet you had.
Don't really know.
some kind of like,
Oh, this is a Tamagotchi. Not only just because it says it, I had one. So looks like something will go on like the side of a backpack, like middle school or something.
This is a Tamagotchi.
this is some sort of like keychain game. I don't know what the game is.
Game Boy, similar thing, girly version of the Game Boy. Not sure.
I messed with these heavy as a kid.
One of my sisters had these.
The fidget toy on this one. It's like the little, I think it's the little animal you take care of. It's like a little pocket thing. I don't remember what it's called though.
This is
Oh, what the hell are these called? I know what it looks like, and I know what it is. I just can't come up with the name.
forgot the name. It's like a Furby or something.
Is this? It's a Furby, right? Oh, okay.
That's not a Beanie Baby, is it?
It's something like a furry or something. Furby.
Oh, I know these.
I want to say these are like webkins, I think.
Oh, that's gonna bug me. These freaky things.
These like the Fur. I don't remember the name of them. Like Fur Babies or something. I don't remember the name.
Furby had one growing up too.
Furby. This is a Furby.
Something similar.
Some type of,
These things always creep me out. My sister and I had one. Creep me out.
I don't know the name for it, but I know it can talk, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like a horror movie game about it too.
before our time Squishmallows, something like that.
I come from a very old family. Like my parents are in their 70s and I'm 19, so everything in my house is old, so.
I was never a Furby guy.
This is a,
Oh my god.
Oh, this is old-fashioned. This is.
I think this is a Walkman.
It's an old,
I don't know the name, but I know you can listen to music on it and just walk around.
It's like a Discmaster, pretty sure.
This is a Walkman. These things hold the,
this is a headset connected to like a radio player or something.
I mean, I think that's just a portable CD player. Yeah?
yeah, MP3 player, or a music player with headphones.
Listen to music. Little CD in the pocket and whatnot. It's not a cassette player.
I don't know though for exact. Pretty sure this is a Walkman.
That's another cool one.
Portable CD player. My grandpa had this. Always listened to it when he was out working.
Well, these are just like the like before iPods. If like iPods weren't a thing before that time.
I did not have one of these though, but my friends did. He was really obsessed with Chris Pratt when he had a Walkman in Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is just like an old MP3 player. I don't know, used to play music while you run, it looks like.
Oh my.
Duh.
I don't know what these are.
And then
that's
the
And this is film for a digital, not a digital camera, like a physical film for a camera, I'm pretty sure.
Disposable camera film.
Oh, this is film?
I have no idea. It looks like a battery.
something like, maybe it could be energy?
This is like the camera film. I'm just gonna say batteries.
Film for disposable cameras.
An energy drink? I have no idea.
My brother's a movie director at Criminal Minds, so we used this all the time when he was a kid. Like, he'd always experiment with our old cameras.
I know that's film, so.
24-hour energy, maybe?
Film for a camera?
Film for like a Polaroid camera.
Oh no, this is film.
Using
I think I did okay. The one I'm the most confused about? I don't know, probably this one.
That's film for a camera.
Really?
You're the first person to get it all right. Out of
Really?
everybody in there. You're the first one. Flash that one shot smile.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Now look at the camera.
Okay. When do I begin?
Right now.
All right, my name's Alex Tatum. I'm Ben Hojak.
Hello guys, my name is Ben Sola.
Caden Weitzel.
Shane Tennell.
My name is Tommy Colo.
I'm Drake Bust.
Name's
Yeah.
Jacob Sturman.
My name's Nolan Morrissey.
My name's Ramon Malik.
Yeah, here's ripping.
They just call me Sola.
Tater Tot. Nickname off Tatum.
Hoj.
It ranges from they call me Tennell, even though they all know how to pronounce it correctly.
Mostly. Just last name. Pretty simple.
They call me Sturm.
Malik. Just Tommy, my full name. Just I don't really have a full nickname, so
Nolan and Morrissey. Usually those two.
What is it?
Tennell.
Or Maury, actually. I
Okay.
get called Maury now.
Nice.
I don't really have a favorite place, honestly, right now. It's probably the Student Home Center.
Probably the rec center.
I don't know.
Probably the engineering building.
Probably Vinny's. Got a good pizza, big pizza, Hurricane, 24 inches.
Good feet. Don't really go anywhere else.
Probably the rec center.
I like going to QW Center.
That was where I graduated my first 4 years, and I have a lot of good memories there. Hearing contrary to popular belief, so that's where I enjoy going.
Chipotle.
Ooh.
Or maybe the dining hall. But
New Hall.
Go to order at Chipotle.
Chicken bowl with black beans, white rice, and lots of queso.
Sit and do all my homework like in the middle of the Starbucks. I just feel really productive there.
I just say the Student Center in general.
That's crazy.
Oh, shoot. That's a tough one.
Probably Patrick Kane. Just been
I think it'd be Abraham Lincoln just because of his effect on the world, honestly.
Ryan Reynolds.
Gotta be Elvis. He's just cool. Abraham Lincoln.
It's just Ryan Reynolds. Huh?
I don't know. I feel like George was the first president of the U.S.
Corey Crawford. He's my favorite goalie. So probably Corey.
Probably George Washington.
I'll shoot Wayne Gretzky. Basic answer.
With those fake teeth.
Fake teeth. First president. Why not? Michael Jackson.
Probably my brother, because I haven't seen him. Another selfie with him. Probably at the Monster Factory, because we always wanted to do that as kids. So take a picture. Cool.
Oh, there's a lot.
Any hip hop or even country. Party country is good too.
Let's say Not Like Us by Kendrick.
Oh, Burn It to the Ground, Nickelback. Always, right in the headphones.
Not really a music guy before a game.
Either like Everlong or go mainly just Everlong, honestly, I'd say.
So it might be a unpopular thing, but I don't really need any music. I think about what I'm gonna do.
Run This Town by Jay-Z, for sure.
Bad Penny by Rory Gallagher.
Till I Collapse by Eminem.
Or game.
I would say Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
Love Sosa by Chief Keef.
I'll go baseball and football.
Cooking. I love cooking. I usually get all the guys together on the team, and just yesterday we did a huge breakfast for dinner cookout and whatnot in the Blackstone. And
I know a lot about football. Anything sports, even like, other than basketball, football, whether it's football, baseball. So,
handiwork. A lot of people don't know this, but like I build decks and stuff in the summer, so stuff like that.
The NHL, this sports. I know a lot about like the contracts and just I've played a lot of franchise mode on NHL, so.
Video games. I want to say math.
Baseball.
Golf. Big golfer.
Lots of video games. Mainly like old PS2 ones like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. Big into those.
Are you a math major?
I'm an engineering major.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
wow, that's a hard question.
Snake. I feel like they're just full in a way,
Owls. I feel like an alligator would be pretty rude.
Probably a polar bear. See them being mean.
I like an alligator, I think. I think they're pretty mean.
Be the rudest.
Why?
They're always causing chaos.
Probably like.
I feel like raccoons would be mean. Ooh, that's a good one.
I kind of feel like a koala bear would be the rudest. Just because it looks cute. Probably very rude.
Usually kind of snaky. I don't know. They always got like a weird look to them. Probably a lion. They just think they're top dog. Probably a lion.
Lion owls.
They just always give weird looks.
Probably a killer whale, because they're already about that lifestyle. So I feel like they would just slap you if you look at them wrong on the street or something.
A samurai.
Like a cowboy.
Let's say the cowboy because he has a gun. Or at least the rope to tie him up. Samurai, he's got the sword. I get the cowboy's probably got a six-shooter, but I feel like samurai's got some armor, got a sword. Cowboy.
Probably a samurai. They have the sword skills and the quick reactions. The cowboy's got the pistols though, so that could be a close battle. Probably the cowboy or the samurai, I would think.
Gosh, I'd say probably samurai. I mean, I feel like the long sword or whatever, just chop the legs off of the horse, and I don't know, just a pirate. He already doesn't have legs, so.
I think a pirate would, just because they're tough and they're like dads. So I feel like they'd be like overpowered anything basically. They're pirates, so they live out in the middle of the ocean. They're used to like survival and stuff.
Gotta go with my cowboy because he has guns.
I want to say samurai, but low-key the pirate's sneaky. He might poison in all their drinks or something, or just when none of them are looking, just blow them up or something. So I'm gonna say pirate.
Oh, it's got to be the Cox for sure. Mighty Ducks with the Flying Duck.
LA Kings Stadium series.
Vancouver Chinese New Year jerseys. Winnipeg Jets alternates, the baby blue ones.
Boston Bruins. 2018 Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic.
20 minutes of played, and we have 40 minutes remaining. Teams tied after one. Robbie Zimmerman opened the scoring, and then moments later, Andrew Morrison tied it at 1 with his second goal of the season. That's where we stand through 20. We are underway in period 2 as Evans wins the faceoff back for the Huskies to Koval. Across, back to Evans. Koval, as they look the outlet up ice with Pathana. Cam Pathana over the line, shoots one, or he was looking for a pass or just wide. Back in deep again, Evans and Shirky. Try to wrap around on goal and a save. Remelius swatted outside to the corner by the defense. Past Morrison and out goes Bentley. Peters lofts it ahead, outletted, and that one's denied again by Remelius. Turnaround shot again, Peters. That's blocked aside by Remelius as well. Anderson hounded by Pathana. He holds onto the puck. What work by Anderson? He might get this to the net. The wraparound save, May Jurgens. And then the rebound on the doorstep is swatted out of there. Evans on the backhand. Trying to get it loose. Avanti winding up on the stick of Almanza. Broken up. Taken ahead by Pathana. Racing up ice with Koval. He dragged that toe to stay on side, but to no avail. He was just a stride ahead, and this faceoff will come just outside of the zone. Faceoff won by Almanza. To the back from Talmers. Right onto the tape of Almanza, and he's got Talmers with him, winds up, and that one goes off of Lund, and then Jurgens blocked it aside. Talmers in deep, pries it loose. Almanza back to Talmers. The touch pass back to Almanza. This one goes off the skate of Talmers. He recovers. He goes down low to Ante. He tried to back one across. Talmers off the boards, up high to Pilot, retrieves it, gets around Smith, shoots one, save Jurgens, dribbles it back to himself and gets a whistle. Won by the Huskies. Pilot trying to jump in on the play to keep it alive, and this one soars past Anderson. It comes to the Huskies. It's Morgan trying to get around, and a good defensive play. Ulbrich works it loose to Green. Green's got Pilot up on the rush, going towards the net, and that one goes wide from Ulbrich. Picked up on the other side. Lofted up in the air, and Pilot had trouble settling it down, and eventually he did, keeping it away and getting it into the zone past Green, but that one was behind the red line at center. It'll be an icing. Noble tried to pull it back on the faceoff. It comes to a Brokta, and his shot is blocked by Anderson. He's got it again. Goes back in low for Noble. Tate Noble. Misdirection and goes to a Brokta, but he's bodied off of it. Anderson touches it across. Could not settle it down. And now a Brokta, 2-on-2 the other way. His shot and the save made. Remelius having words in front of the net with a Brokta, as this faceoff will come to his left. Anderson had pushed it across, but it comes to Lund. He goes over, and a shot coming wide from Van Voorhis. Van Voorhis runs into the official as he gets back to his legs, and meanwhile Pathana has his stick ripped out of his hands. And then he runs into a man that draws a crowd. They're going to call that a penalty for interference against Pathana, who had his stick whacked out of his hands, ran into Stefano Mini. He'll sit for 2. Huskies crowd does not like it, but their first power play begins. The Golden Grizzlies will have 2 minutes to play in the offensive zone. Try to get their first lead of this contest. And one to the back Pilot. Play and catch with Anderson. Vincent Anderson horizontally. Morrison, his shot blockered away by Juergens. Able to see that one now. Pilot trying from a tough angle. Ricochets back to him off a defender, and now Anderson. Vincent Anderson with a lane, shoots wide. Comes all the way back up to Morrison. Morrison tried to get it to Anderson, and it went off a skate in front. That was Shirky. At center, they try to settle things down. It's Pilot going up ahead. Anderson, I beg your pardon, that's Morrison. This is Anderson on the retrieval. Pilot trying to pinch it in deep, and Van Voorhis read that one like a book and pinched it out. Short-handed, it's Zimmerman with Van Voorhis. Zimmerman gets around a diving defender and shoots one. Save made with the right pad. Zimmerman has this one come all the way to him. Trying to kill off as much time as possible, and then he's spun around like a windmill, slow to get up, and there will be a penalty. Elbowing. And that negates the power play for the Golden Grizzlies. Stukel will sit. Four on four for 56 seconds. Evans kicks it back. And taken along the line by Keaton Peters, who drops it for Van Voorhis. To Peters again, his shot, and that one was canceled by Patricia. Bentley didn't think he had as much room as he did. He's still holding on to it now and eventually gets it to Ulbrich. His clearing attempt picked off by Smith. Drop pass Evans, waits, shoots, he scores! Rodon Evans waited out Remelius, and he slid it past him into the net. 2-1. Bad turnover in front. Smith sets up Rodon Evans, makes him pay point. 147 for his career and his second of the night. A goal and an assist. He's got it on his stick now. Look at Evans roll up ahead. And this one's picked off, taken the other way. Mini tumbles to the ice, and Peters to the outside again. This puck goes off the stick of Durfee, ricochets to Van Voorhis, and up ice again Smith. Just onside Zimmerman. First penalty is up. 40 seconds remaining on the Stukel minor. Van Voorhis in deep, and this one is dropped to the back. Zimmerman Levitating with it, winding up and scoring is Van Forest on a roundhouse shot. 3-1. Taken again, and the Huskies want more. Morgan headed to the net. Zimmerman recovers and now shoots one that was blocked. Lund past Zimmerman and Morgan. Onto the stick. Morgan in front, weaving and waiting and getting it to Lund at the top of the right circle. Weaves back. Penalty is on against Oakland. Huskies are going to head back to the power play here. It's picked up. Marks across. Here's Lund to an open side shooting, and Remelius has got that one. And after the play, there is more. Zimmerman down on the ice. Slow to get up, and it's good to see that he is up. And it's going to be, as the referees converge here, Olbrich is definitely in the box. I beg your pardon, that's Shane Bentley. We'll see if there's anything further. Looked like Bentley was the man who took the cheap shot after the whistle there, and the penalty clock reads 4 minutes, so he's assessed a double minor. This will just be 5-on-4. For 4 minutes. Huskies are set, and Evans, it's one to the back. Van Voris across to his partner Peters. Peters in deep, tried to touch pass to Zimmerman, and that one's out of reach. Up high to Peters again. Peters to Van Voris. Shoots one, and that one's saved. Rebound, Remelius trying to find it, and eventually he does. Gets a whistle. Puck dropped unfairly. We'll have a second go at it. Vogler tried to pull it back, but Evans able to muscle it to the blue line. Smith, Peters across. Van Voris shoots one, save. Memrelius. Vogler gets it out of there. Smith over the line, drops it for Peters, and he holds on. Peters up high, Smith again. Here is a chance to an open side, and Peters just off his stick as the pass was a little too hot to handle. And now he turns away from Stukel, drops it to Smith. Smith, and he's converged on by Stukel. Clearing attempt not out, right to Peters. Going across. Here's the back pass on the doorstep, and that one never made it to the net, and that's finally cleared again by the Golden Grizzlies. Here's a long diagonal pass with a little too much mustard on it. Zimmerman has to chase after it, gets it back to Peters. Here's Van Voorhis towards the net. Zimmerman back to Van Voorhis again. Along the boards. Down low to Zimmerman. Van Voorhis. Smith looking for the trigger. Van Voorhis holds on. Turns back. First penalty is up. 2 minutes remaining on the minor, or the double minor to Shane Bentley. Peters, and dropped off to Smith, and a goal. And that's a save made by Remelius. Shirky pulled it back in the trigger, rolls right in on the netminder Remelius, another whistle. This one won by the Golden Grizzlies and cleared. Taken up ahead by Evans. Weaves to the outside. Looks over his options for mine. Right in front, score! Another power play goal for the Huskies, and it's 4-1. Ryan Morgan. And Rodon has been cooking tonight, his 3rd point. Right away again, and Varala was almost off to the races. A good defensive play by the man who just got out of the box. Bentley, and now this one thrown again. Wendy is there. Out of there, Marks, and look out. Taken ahead, and Talmer's on goal. Making the save there was Juergens. Held in by Pilot, tried to go back to Talmer's. Picked off and taken the other way. Now Varallo over the line, shoots one up high. Peters. Trying to retrieve it along the boards, a bouncer. Banks it. Taken by Almanza. Off of Talmer's stick, and at center, Peters had trouble settling it. Weitzel horizontally and taken. Tipped up into the air and down. Bentley had given it away. Here's a chance for Weitzel, and that's denied by Remelius. No rebound. Zimmerman wins it. Shirky right there on the doorstep, and he had his stick swatted at. Good work by Stukel defensively. It goes out of play. Let's try again once more, shall we? This time it's taken by the Golden Grizzlies. Minnie speeding his way up ahead. He shoots one, and that one was blocked. Rebound there, and that one's denied by Juergens. Justin Green with the opportunity is soaked up. 9:19 remaining in period 2. It's 4-1. The faceoff upcoming to the left of Matt Juergens. He's not been particularly busy in this middle frame. This one is off the glass and gloved down by Stukel. Out of play, a whistle. Here is Zimmerman having trouble settling down a pass. Gets back to it, calling for it. In front was Evans, and that one, or I beg your pardon, Smith in front. Swatted out of there by Patricia. The touch pass from Smith to Zimmerman. He's got Shirky breaking towards the net. Got it to him, and a save made by Remelius. Green at the line. Off a Smith stick. Got it back. Green. And that one's lofted all the way up into the air. At center, Zimmerman again. Over the line, Smith retrieves it on his back, and he's got lots of space. Now shoots one. He whiffed on it. It goes wide. And Patricia's clearing attempt gets a piece of the netting. Whistle. Pathana. And the Huskies win it back. Retrieved along the boards by Keaton Peters. Puts a stop move on Durfee. Into the back. Trying to thread a small window. And look out. Picked off and taken right up ice by Anderson. Save made. Getting across Juergens. Peters. Misdirection pass to Koval, and his pass is broken up by Minnie. Taken all the way back. Rodon Evans. Around Morrison. They start a counter. And it is Evans shooting. Blocker to side and out of play. Going tumbling into the net. Looks like that's Robbie Zimmerman. Once again, we'll have a penalty, I beg your pardon, a face-off upcoming to the right of the netminder, Remelius. Golden Bears have it off the face-off in their defensive zone, and they get it out to center. Talmers trying to kick it around. Lund does. Tried to back pass to Almanza. Broken up. Eventually, Talmers is run into by Lund. Still, eventually he's knocked down away from the puck, and it's lofted all the way down and just out of the reach, overshooting Zimmerman. Remelius way out of his net to play it and keep it away. Almanza. Lund will get it horizontally into the corner. Zimmerman, that one just past him. Van Voris waiting for the Huskies to touch up, and he'll ring it into the zone. Almanza trying to get around Lund. Talmers is there. The Huskies swipe it down ice once again. Sebastian Stukel at neutral ice, picked off again by the Huskies. Smith leaves it for Zimmerman. It's Shirky. On the retrieval, shoots one. Save made with the paddle there. And now Shirky to the outside, trying to bank it up high, just away from Van Voris. And from center, he'll dump it in. Talmers catching a piece of Walker Smith's stick as he goes horizontally to Almanza. And he's shouldered down by Van Voris. 14 minutes gone by in this middle frame. The Huskies have scored 3 goals, and now Smith looking to make it 4. And that one goes wide off a stick. Try to be kept in, and look at this. Talmers down ice, but he had to turn around for it, get into the corner. He's got Almanza in front, but he's defended quite nicely. Talmers will ring it around. Pilot in front, nobody home. Shirky, I beg your pardon, Peters to center. And now Smith trying to saucer move pass to Peters. That goes wide. Now we have a whistle. Hacked at but not out. Peters in, keeping it in. And it's Tate Noble retrieving from the line. Smith, I beg your pardon, Varallo tipped it wide. Abrokta and Varallo again around. Peters at the line again, tries a shot that's blocked. Taken up ahead by Green. Green over the line, but Ante was offsides. Varallo with a bank pass, and it winds up right with Abrokta. He shoots, save made. Remelius comes back to Abrokta. Tried a diagonal pass, and that was broken up. Vogler, Lunn, deep in his own zone, up ahead to Varallo. Trying to chip it back off to himself, and he's bodied off the puck. Anderson tried to glove that one down, and it found its way to Vogler, but that's a hand pass. Bathana wins it to the outside, and it's Lunn. Back in a tight window, down low. Evans. Up high and a long shot. That one's deflected wide. Lunn races to that rebound and rings it around. Luke Marks there for the taking. Tried to play it. Jumped on him. Got it down low to Evans, but that one, I beg your pardon, Pathana. Now Evans. Right in front of the net with numbers. Across. Here's a shot. Oh, my goodness, what a stop. Robbery from Remelius, getting across to make sure that this one is still 4-1. Pathana, another face-off win. Here's Evans' shot. Save Remelius. Rebound in front. Kicked on goal and another save. Remelius eventually able to find it with his glove and get a whistle. Evans kicks it back. Another face-off win. And bodied in behind. We have a hand up in the air from an official. Another penalty. Shane Bentley will sit for another time, his second time in this period. Knocked a man down in behind the net. Huskies will head back to the power play, which has been lethal. Scored twice with a man in the box and once on a 4-on-4. Huskies looking to keep their power play streak alive here tonight. And here's a shot, that one in the middle from Evans just wide. Ulbrich comes together with Van Voorhis, but this slides to Zimmerman. Van Voorhis, top of the left circle, goes down to Zimmerman. Van Voorhis, Peters up top. Van Voorhis turns away from Almanza. Down low, and Zimmerman has to race to that loose puck, but it's gotten there first by Durfee. His clearing attempt not out. It's held in by Peters. Peters exchanges with Smith. Almanza on him. He goes to Van Voorhis, who shoots. That's into the glove. Remelius will get a whistle. Morgan tried to pull that one to the back, but it was gotten out of there by Talmers. Walker Smith will head to the penalty box. Touched up by Lunn. We'll head to 4-on-4 for a minute 5. One back to Minnie, but that's pinched away from him by Bathana. I beg your pardon, that's Evans, and he tries to swat it across. Broken up by Talmers, 2-on-2 on the counterattack. He's got Vogler with him, his shot, and that one's blocked in front by Keaton Peters. And Pilot, low to Talmers, off a Pilot stick on the pass. Goes across to Minnie, his shot, got it with the right skate, Juergens did. Back up top, and a roundhouse shot by Minnie, another right pad save. Taken up ahead by Evans, he's got Peters. The late man across, shot just wide. In front again. Shirky had it taken away by Minnie. 2 minutes remain in this middle frame as Evans tries to cut off a pass and does. He waits for Shirky to get onside and was just not back on yet, so an offside call. 12 seconds remain on this Shane Bentley penalty. Bathana wins and powers it ahead, and that one just intercepted, taken away by Vogler. I beg your pardon, that's Morrison, and he is driving to the net. His shot goes wide. 53 seconds remaining on this penalty assessed to Walker Smith as they get set in front. Past Sukol. Almanza playing catch with Vincent Anderson. He goes across. Olbrich shot just wide. Almanza is bodied in the corner there by Pathana. Puck winds up with Vincent Anderson. He goes down low to Olbrich. Back to Anderson. Vincent Anderson shoots one, and that one's blocked off of Shirky's stick in front. I beg your pardon, that was Peters, and now the Huskies able to get it out with Zimmerman. Racing to this loose puck is the speedy defenseman Van Voris. Killing time off the penalty, Almanza. Inside the final minute of period number 2. Smith is on his feet and he's out of the box. And a shot coming from Patricia is gloved and held on to. Juergens will get a whistle and a face-off. Patricia, like a bulldozer, getting it through everybody, and look at this. Losing his stick was Antsy. It got wedged in between the ice and the boards. Meanwhile, taken up ahead, Zimmerman and Lunn past him. Inside the final 30, it's Smith turning with it, away from Green. Pass a little too far for Evans. Comes to him, though, on a misplay. Evans shoots one. That one's blocked in front of the defensive recovery. Around the boards, Smith will pin it there and head to the locker room. The Huskies will with a 3-goal lead. 4-1 through 40 minutes of play in favor of your Huskies. We'll take one more break on Huskies Nation.
All right, so I'm going to give you a pile of pictures from the 90s. You're going to look at them, figure out what you think it is, or take your best guess. When you have an idea, tell us what you think it is.
Sounds good.
This looks like a CD player.
This is either a floppy disk or a hard disk. I don't know which one, but they're both, it looks hard, so I'm gonna say hard disk.
I might guess CDs. It kind of looks like CDs.
This is a floppy disk.
I don't know if a floppy disk is actually floppy or not, but
Pretty standard. I feel like it's a CD player. I could be wrong.
Oh, these are floppy disks. I remember from middle school we used these.
All right, so first up, I know this is a floppy disk.
I think these are the things that hold CDs.
I think this is a floppy disk,
Probably.
if I'm correct. I don't know though.
All right, I think this is a floppy disk.
I think that's a tablet.
Gosh, I have no idea about this one.
Oh, this thing, I have no idea.
I have no idea what this is.
This is the, oh boy.
This is like one of those,
If I had to take a guess, it's probably like an egg of some sort.
I mean, yeah, that's a Tamagotchi right there.
Looks like Tamagotchi. It's like the little pet you had.
Don't really know.
Some kind of like,
Oh, this is a Tamagotchi. Not only just because it says it, I had one. So looks like something would go on like the side of a backpack, like middle school or something.
This is a Tamagotchi.
this is some sort of like keychain game. I don't know what the game is.
Game Boy, similar thing, girly version of the Game Boy. Not sure.
I messed with these heavy as a kid.
One of my sisters had these.
Fidget toy on this one?
It's like the little, I think it's the little animal you take care of. It's like a little pocket thing. I don't remember what it's called though.
This is,
What the hell are these called? I know what it looks like, and I know what it is. I just can't come up with the name.
forgot the name. It's like a Furby or something.
It's a Furby? Right? Oh, okay.
That's not a Beanie Baby, is it?
It's something like a furry or something. Furby.
Oh, I know these.
I want to say these are like webkins, I think.
Oh, that's gonna bug me. These freaky things.
These like the Fur, I don't remember the name. I'm like Fur Babies or something. I don't remember the name.
Furby had one growing up too.
Furby.
This is a Furby.
Something similar.
Some type of,
These things always creep me out. My sister and I had one. Creep me out.
I don't know the name for it, but I know it can talk, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like a horror movie game about it too.
before our time Squishmallows, something like that.
I come from a very old family. Like my parents are in their 70s and I'm 19, so everything in my house is old. So
I was never a Furby guy.
This is a,
Oh my god.
Oh, this is old-fashioned. This is,
I think this is a Walkman.
It's an old,
I don't know the name, but I know you can listen to music on it and just walk around.
like a Discmaster. Pretty sure.
This is a Walkman.
These things hold the,
this is a headset connected to like a radio player or something.
I mean, I think that's just a portable CD player. Yeah? Yeah.
MP3 player, or a music player with headphones.
listen to music. Little CD in the pocket and whatnot. It's not a cassette player.
I don't know though for exact. Pretty sure this is a Walkman.
That's another cool one.
Portable CD player.
My grandpa had this. Always listened to it when he was out woodworking.
Well, these are just like the, like before iPods, if like iPods weren't a thing before that time.
I did not have one of these though, but my friends did. He was really obsessed with Chris Pratt when he had a Walkman in Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is just like an old MP3 player. I don't know, used to play music while you're running, it looks like.
Oh my.
Duh.
I don't know what these are.
And then
that's
that's the,
And this is film for a digital, not a digital camera, like a physical film for a camera, I'm pretty sure.
disposable camera film.
Oh, this is film?
I have no idea. It looks like a battery.
Something like, maybe it could be energy?
This is like the camera film.
I'm just gonna say batteries.
Film for disposable cameras.
An energy drink? I have no idea.
My brother's a
movie director on Criminal Minds, so we used this all the time when he was a kid. Like, he'd always experiment with our old cameras.
I know that's film, so 24-hour energy, maybe?
Film for a camera?
Film for like a Polaroid camera.
Oh no, this is film. Using.
I think I did okay. The one I'm the most confused about? I don't know, probably this one.
That's film for a camera.
Really?
You're the first person to get them all right. Out of
Really?
everybody. You're the first one. Flash that money shot smile.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Now look at the camera.
Okay. When do I begin?
Right now.
All right, my name's Alex Tatum.
I'm Ben Hojak.
Hello guys, my name is Ben Sola.
Caden Weitzel.
Shane Tennell. My name is Tommy Colo.
I'm Drake Bust.
Name's
Yeah.
Jacob Sturman.
My name's Nolan Morrissey.
My name is Ramon Malik.
Yeah, here's Rip. They just call me Sola. Tater Tot. Nickname off Tatum.
Hoj. It ranges from Tom, Timmy. They call me Tennell, even though they all know how to pronounce it correctly.
Bust, mostly. Just last name. Pretty simple.
They call me Sturm.
Tom Malik. Just Tommy, my full name. Just I don't really have a so.
Nolan and Morrissey. Usually those two.
Tennell.
Or Maury, actually. I
Okay.
get called Maury now.
Nice.
Daddy.
I don't really have a favorite place, honestly, right now. It's probably the Student Home Center.
Probably the Rex. I don't know. Probably Newell.
Probably the engineering building.
Probably Vinny's. Got a good pizza, big pizza, Hurricane, 24 inches.
Good speed. Don't really go anywhere else.
Probably the Rec Center. I like going to Qdoba at the Student Center.
That was where I graduated my first 4 years, and I actually enjoy engineering, contrary to popular belief, so that's where I enjoy going.
Chipotle. Ooh. Or maybe the dining hall, but
New Hall.
Go to order at Chipotle.
Chicken bowl with black beans, white rice, and
I like to just sit and do all my homework like in the middle of the Starbucks area because it's like I just feel really productive there.
I'd say the Student Center in general.
That's crazy.
Oh, shoot. That's a tough one.
Probably Patrick Maidrona.
I think it'd be Abraham Lincoln just because of his effect on the world, honestly.
Ryan Reynolds.
Elvis. Gotta be Elvis.
He's just cool. Abraham Lincoln.
Why?
It's just Ryan. Huh?
I don't know. I feel like George Washington would be cool. First president of the U.S.
He's my favorite goalie. So probably Corey Crawford.
Probably George Washington.
I'll shoot Wayne Dancer.
With those fake teeth?
Fake teeth, first president, why not?
Michael Jackson.
Probably my brother because I haven't seen him in a while, so I'll be with him. Probably at the Monster Factory because we always wanted to do that as kids. So take a picture at the cool.
Oh, there's a lot.
Any hip hop or even country. Party country is good too.
I'm gonna say Not Like Us by Kendrick.
Go back. Always. Right in the headphones.
Not really a music guy before a game.
Either like Everlong or go to mainly just Everlong, honestly, I'd say.
So it might be a unpopular thing, but I don't really need any music. I just think about what I'm gonna do.
Run This Town by Jay-Z, for sure.
Rory Gallagher.
Till I Collapse by Eminem.
War game. I would say Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
Love Sosa by I'll go baseball and football.
Cooking. I usually get all the guys together on the team and Just yesterday, we did a huge breakfast for dinner cookout and whatnot in the Blackstone. And
I know a lot about football. Football, anything sport. Other than basketball, football, whether it's football, baseball. So,
handiwork. A lot of people don't know this, but like I build decks and stuff in the summer, so stuff like that.
The NHL, this sports. I know a lot about like the contracts and just I play a lot of franchise mode on NHL, so
Video games. I want to say math.
Baseball.
Golf. Big golfer.
Lots of video games. Mainly like old PS2 ones like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. Big into those.
Are you a math major?
I'm an engineering major.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
wow, that's a hard question.
Snake. I feel like they're just evil in a way, you know?
I feel like an alligator would be pretty rude.
Probably a polar bear. You see them being mean.
I like an alligator, I think. I think they're pretty mean.
Pissed.
Why?
They're always causing chaos.
Probably like a chicken.
Chickens would be mean.
Ooh, that's a good one. I kind of feel like a koala bear would be the rudest. Just because it looks cute. Probably very rude.
usually kind of snaky. I don't know. They always got like a weird look to them.
Probably a lion. They just think they're top dog. Probably a lion.
Lion owls.
They just always give weird looks. Probably a killer whale, because they're already about that lifestyle, so I feel like they would just slap you if you look at them wrong on the street or something. A samurai.
It's like a cowboy.
Let's say the cowboy because he has a gun, or at least the rope to tie him up.
Samurai. The cowboy's probably got a 6-shooter, but I feel like samurai's got
Cowboy.
probably a samurai. They have the sword skills and the quick reactions. The cowboy's got the pistols though, so that could be a close battle. Probably the cowboy or the samurai, I would think.
Gosh, I'd say probably samurai. I feel like the long sword or whatever, just chop the legs off of the horse, and I don't know, just a pirate. He already doesn't have legs, so
I think a pirate would, just because they're tough and they're like dads. So I feel like they'd be like overpowered anything basically. They're pirates, so they live out in the middle of the ocean. They're used to like survival and stuff.
Gotta go with my cowboy because he has guns.
I want to say samurai, but low-key the pirate's sneaky. He might poison in all their drinks or something, or just when none of them are looking, just blow them up or something. So I'm gonna say pirate.
Oh, it's got to be the Cox for sure. Mighty Ducks with the Flying Duck.
LA Kings Stadium Series.
Vancouver Chinese New Year jerseys.
Winnipeg Jets alternates, the baby blue ones.
Boston Bruins. 2018 Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic jerseys.
Second reverse retro Florida Panthers.
The old Coyote jerseys.
The green Hartford Whalers jerseys.
Red Blackhawks.
Atlanta Thrashers.
A Canucks alternate jersey.
Let's say the Chicago Blackhawks.
I gotta say the retro LA Kings.
2016 Winter Classic Pittsburgh Penguins. Utah Hockey Club.
Utah Hockey Club, baby.
Utah Hockey Club.
Utah Hockey Club.
Atlanta Thrashers.
All right, so I'm going to give you a pile of pictures from the 90s. Look at them, figure out what you think it is, or take your best guess. When you have an idea, it is.
sounds good.
This looks like a CD player.
This is either a floppy disk or a hard disk. I don't know which one, but they're both, it looks hard, so I'm gonna say hard disk.
I might guess CDs. It kind of looks like CDs.
This is a floppy disk.
I don't know if a floppy disk is actually floppy or not, but
Pretty standard. I feel like it's a CD player. I could be wrong.
Oh, these are floppy disks. I remember from middle school we used these.
All right, so first up,
Period 3 action underway, officially through 40 minutes of play on this Valentine's Day matchup between the Oakland Golden Grizzlies and your NIU Huskies. Lofted to the back. Pathana races to a loose puck along the goal line. Try to outlet it to Evans, and in front! Oh, and a save made again. Romelius has been busy tonight. Koval playing catch there. And it's Evans. Lunging to keep that onside. It's Koval, couldn't get possession. It's Almanza losing it to Evans. 1-on-3, outman, but he'll try a shot, and that one's fought off by Romelius. Up ice, all the way down, touching nobody, and that'll be an icing. Shirky wins it to the back. Here's a roundhouse shot, and that one juggled by Romelius, and Van Voorhis is looking for his second of the night. Just kept into the glove. Another faceoff upcoming, and it's Shirky taking on Gonzalo Almanza. Shirky wins it again. Off the skates of Zimmerman. Van Voorhis low in front. Shirky on the doorstep is denied by Romelius. And finally out of the zone. It's cleared by Durfee, but iced again. We'll get ready to repeat the process once more. Shirky. Almanza. This time it's won by Almanza. Taken up ahead. The outlet pass for Durfee. That one hopped off a stick and rolled in on Juergens. You'll get a whistle. Controlled, and here's a shot coming from Olbrich, and that goes wide. Picked up by Varallo on the near boards. Finds Abrokta, middle of the ice, weaves to the outside. Drop pass in front. Save made, rebound to the outside. Van Voorhis is there along the boards. Has it. Tried to pass it across to Varallo. He gloves it out of the air and gives it across to Noble, the backhand in front, and that one's cut off by the netminder. Romelius held in by Van Voorhis. His shot is blocked. Around Pilot. They work it through, and here's a shot in the middle from Varallo. Banked off the glass, and then off behind the cage. Tolmer's in front. Holding on, ringing it around, getting a line change. Huskies bringing the heat as Van Voorhis looking to get it back in already. Flops it into the zone. Minnie finding Ante, and he had pried loose by Evans. Morgan intercepted a pass. Evans trying to forward it. Bentley played it out. Ante 2-on-2. Evans is back. Ante the shot, and that's into the glove. No rebound from the netminder. Juergens stops it with 17:05 remaining in regulation. This is Morgan trying to get it out of the zone. Bentley keeps it in. Here's a turnaround try from Patricia. He lost the puck. Patricia bodies a man in the boards, and then that. A big collision along the boards there, and getting up from it, seemingly okay, is Justin Green. And now right on goal, the doorstep. Juergens makes the save. Jumping up is Bentley. Getting around Evans. Bentley on his backhand had it pried loose for a moment. Now it's spreading back to him. Ante in front, save made. And then Patricia spiked it wide. Bentley again. Oakland bringing on the heat. Bentley goes up top. And that one's pried loose from Justin Green, and a 2-on-1 the other way developing. It's Evans with Morgan. Evans, a shot, save made, rebound. And Remelius able to cover things before Evans got to it. Zimmerman able to seal it away and keep it in the zone. Shirky drops it to him. Zimmerman trying to get back to that loose one. Smith gloves it out of the air remarkably. Working on Vogler. Able to muscle his way back, but then he's pinned down by Morrison. Morrison on the counter. Had it ripped off his stick to Shirky. Smith calling for the pass in behind. Vincent Anderson able to kick it to his stick. And backhand in front, Vogler couldn't quite corral it. Now it comes back to Ulbrich, and that's a long saucer that goes wide. Morrison in deep. Vincent Anderson plays it to Morrison. His shot wide, in front on the doorstep, and a save made on Vogler by Juergens. Another save, and the third one was blocked. Jeff Shirky got the third one, saving a goal. Still the pressure on, and here's Ulbrich firing into the glove. Juergens, no rebound. And this one is won by NIU, cleared all the way back. Minnie's got a race to it. Abrokta, he'll turn away from him. Varallo runs into Minnie, but he got it to Durfee, who played it back, but Abrokta, first one on the loose puck. Eli Wallach's bodies Almanza down to the ice as it's kept and taken by Talmers. Almanza couldn't handle it, has to get back. Penalty is on against the Huskies as Almanza lost the puck, and it was touched up by Tate Noble. Golden Grizzlies will head back to the power play. Lunn off the face-off, controlled. Around the perimeter, Bentley's there first. And along the line, just out, off Almanza's stick. Evans trying to get that loose. Pilot will. And turn her over to Evans, right in front, save made! Stoning him cold was Remelius. Dangerous, looking for his fourth point of the night, which would put him one shy of 150. Remelius has denied that a couple of times as this is in deep. Almanza, pried loose by Peters and around. Pilot's going to get to this loose puck before Evans, who's gassed. And Bentley runs into a couple of defenders. Finally out, Evans down in the zone, trying to dangle his way around, does. Backhander save made. Remelius And with numbers the other way, the Golden Grizzlies move, and a 4-on-3, 5-on-3. Here it comes across, and that one's just out of the reach of Talmers. It's Almanza. Backhander, Talmers. Back to Almanza, up high, top of the zone. Morrison goes across, and here's a shot by Bentley, save made. No rebound coming from the netminder Juergens. Morrison, he's tied up on the faceoff. It's tried to be pulled back by Patricia, and the Huskies get to it first. Off the glass and all the way down. Minnie is there for Oakland. Volger banking it up, and Van Voris gets to it first. He'll hack it all the way down, and that should do it for the penalty to Wallachs. Remelius played it across and tumbling down to the ice there. Minnie as he heads off to the bench, and this puck winds up out of play. Face-off coming to the right of Matt Juergens. Face-off, puck comes all the way out to neutral ice. Stukel had tried a shot that was initially blocked, and then he threw it wide at Juergens. Justin Green in a board battle. Pried loose. Here is a chance, and he is denied. Juergens has that one and another whistle. Patricia won it, trying to gain possession of it right in front of the doorstep, and that one was defended well by Peters. The man standing right in front of the net, and that was Justin Green. It's Peters, still holding on to it, away from Patricia. Zimmerman getting his way through defenders. Carries it to the outside. The drop pass, Smith, and that one's denied by Remelius. Peters, top of the line. Here's a shot. That one's deflected wide off of Walker Smith's stick, excuse me. And now here is a chance, and that one just passed Zimmerman's stick. Ante, lay it down. Through the legs of Shirky and to Walker Smith. Filtered to Zimmerman. Played back. Robbie Zimmerman back to Peters. Puck bouncing everywhere, and it's eventually cleared out of there. Almanza finds a man. It's Talmers. Talmers to the net, trying to split the D, and he had his stick canceled by Koval. Pilot up on the play, but two Huskies. Peters out. Walker Smith against three defenders is whacked off his stick to the outside, and meanwhile, he hacks the man's stick right out of his hands, and that'll draw another penalty. Smith will go for slashing on Bentley. Back to the power play go the Golden Grizzlies. One back to Vogler. Elects to go to Vincent Anderson, and he lost it. Almanza pass eventually finds Anderson. Vincent Anderson stops on a dime, goes right to the goal, save Jurgens, rebound, he got that one too. He was ready for the rebound with Minnie standing right in front. Morrison, Volger, over the line, drops it off. Anderson, Almanza in a tight window, gets it back to Anderson. Vincent Anderson goes across. Here comes the shot, Morrison, and that one's blocked in front. Vincent Anderson gets back to it. Vogler right on the doorstep, and he's canceled. Now the puck is pinned along the boards and behind. Anderson took it away again. Vogler, save, made. Jurgens, no rebound. He's got it this time. Pitchers are whacking at that puck in the circle. This one's cleared all the way down by the Huskies. Here is a pass off the boards. James Tolmers is in. His shot is blocked by Koval and out of play. This puck is in behind with Koval, and he'll get it out. Trouble on the exchange between netminder and player, eventually taken up by Bentley. Tolmers is in. His shot is blocked. That stung a man in front, and now Pilot. Still with it is Tolmers up high. Bentley, his shot. Where is it? It's out of play. It goes off a stick in front, and Koval looks to be okay after blocking that shot. Van Vorisel will go around the perimeter, but not out. Kept in by Ulbrich for the moment, and Evans clears. It's Morgan at center from the Evans pass. He's got Van Voris with him. His shot, oh, and lunging across to prevent it from sliding into a wide open cage was Remelius. It's 4-1 right now, but make no mistake, Remelius has made a handful of 10 bell saves here tonight, which could easily be a 7 or 8-1 game without him. Taken ahead. Evans crosses the line. In defenders, now shoots, save made, Remelius again. He's been on cue. He's had a great night. Specifically, he's been robbing Rodon Evans 3 or 4 times. One to the back. Huskies have it. Here's a long shot from Lund, and that one's into the glove of Remelius. Around Tate Noble. They keep it away, and Minnie filters it on through to Almanza, and Tolmers was a stride ahead offsides. Controlled this time by the Huskies. Van Voris plays catch with his defensive partner and goes up ahead. Zimmerman is brought down to the ice. I beg your pardon, that's a Brokta. Meanwhile, taken the other way. Almanza across, and that one, Chalmers is taking it to the corner, had to retrieve it. This puck goes behind Chalmers and picked up by Varallo. Locates Abrokta. Works up ice, but he had it pinched off his stick by Mini. Abrokta along the line with Varallo. They got to wait for Tate Noble to get back on side, so they'll send it back to Peters. Peters had misplayed it for a moment, got it past Chalmers, found Varallo in a tight window. Varallo races to the loose puck in behind, and with speed he picks it up, finds a man right in the middle. Shirky weaving his way through the defenders. Puts a fake on and goes to the outside. Partially blocked, but it gets back to Peters. And now Koval, this one comes just out of the zone. Approaching 6 minutes remaining in regulation. No goals in this third period, still 4-1. It's Walker Smith over the line, shooting wide. And Zimmerman, now on the ice, picks it up. Back up high to Peters. Peters thrown towards the net, save Remelius. To the outside it goes again. Zimmerman gets on that rebound. And Pilot takes that one away, and a board battle win. Koval at neutral ice. Tried to send it down, but that one's kicked out of the air by Justin Green. Recovered by the Huskies. And Zimmerman ahead. Shirky looking for Smith, trailing. Instead he goes to Zimmerman. His shot is denied by Remelius. And the backhand pass is broken up, intercepted by Patricia. Stukel had worked it up ice. Koval was the man back, and he regained possession of the puck. Smith trying to get through. Patricia had lost it. Found by the Huskies, and in front. That pass just out of reach of Smith. And Peters to an open side, shoots for a deflection, and that one's denied. It gets to the netminder before it gets to the player, and now it's taken up ahead. Body down by two defenders, Green was. Slow to get up is Smith, meanwhile in behind. Vogler pouncing on it in behind, tried to throw it in front. Juergens locates. And a whistle with 4.5 remaining. Face off, controlled to the corner. Vincent Anderson. Morrison there as well as they pin two Huskies up against the boards, and Anderson comes up with the puck, up high. Minnie had played it across, that went off of Bentley's stick. He has to dump it in, wait for his teammates to touch up. Weitzel had trouble. Volger gets on him. And eventually the Huskies not able to get it out. Kept in by Vincent Anderson, and now Van Voris locating Wendy. Pops up in the air, looking for it, and it skates is Vogler. Played all the way down. Huskies have it with 3.5 remaining, and Wendy had trouble locating it. Morrison tried a shot that was blocked by Brandon Weitzel. Now taken up ahead. Off stride, falling to his knees, but Almanza playing it back to Minnie. Bentley, back to Minnie. Almanza tried to catch that pass. He fell down as he did. Comes to Van Voris. He's brought to his knees, and now it comes to Chalmers, but he couldn't corral it. Picked up. Here is Pilot trying to get his way through two defenders. Does. Races to that loose puck on the outside. Now throws it from a tough angle. That's blocked. Pilot ricocheted off of him. And Chalmers could not get to that puck before it exited the zone. Pilot kicks it to his stick at the red line, and Talmers over the line. Bentley across. Almanza could not corral it. It's slipped out of there by the Huskies. Pathana, and now Almanza. Once again into the zone. On his backhand, Peters on him. Almanza, ring it back again. Talmers with Morgan on him. Tried to go in the middle to Durfee, and that was broken up. Now it comes to Almanza again. Almanza up high to Ulbrich. A lot of space to shoot, and he goes up high. Now it's taken by Peters in this Husky defense. Up ahead. Peters stops on a dime, gives it to Evans. Backhand, tried to get it across, and it was broken up by Almanza. Rebound in front, and now that one was taken away by Remelius. Morgan is brought down. That'll be a penalty. Tripping assessed to Justin Green, and the Huskies will head to a power play for the remainder of regulation. They will have the time to score their 5th goal. Evans wins it back, pulls it away from Morrison. Smith at the blue line. Walks it, goes across Peters. His shot's blocked by Volger. Weaving his way through neutral ice and into the zone is Zimmerman, waiting for reinforcements. Goes back to his defenseman and across to Walker Smith. Van Boris winding up as Smith, and that was blocked in front. This one cleared all the way up by Bentley. Walker Smith will pry it out. Inside the final minute of play of regulation here on this Valentine's Day matchup. Smith and Van Boris. Gets it in deep. Wrote on Evans. The backhander to Zimmerman along the line. Played in deep by Smith and back up high to Zimmerman again. And Smith. Zimmerman! Score! Deflected in front by Rodon Evans! His 2nd of the game. And it is 5-1. 4th point of the night, and that puts him one shy of 150. And now taken up by Patricia. His shot, gloved by Juergens. And he'll get a whistle with 26 remaining. Taken up ahead, and look at this. Abrokta's in, his shot, save, made, rebound, Remelius, save again, and he'll hold on. And Ante will race up ice inside the final 10 seconds, throws one on goal. Juergens makes a right pad save. And now Varallo up ice, speeding around Bentley, right to the goal, and he scores a buzzer beater. Does it count? It does. He beat the buzzer. Varallo has made it 6-1. And that sums up the Huskies' night. An exclamation point to get win number 11 on this season. Final score of this night's contest, 6-1 in favor of your Huskies. They'll head off to the locker room. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast, and be sure to turn in for tomorrow's action. 5 o'clock, it's senior nights between these two teams once again. But for now, I'm James Goronsky saying so long